Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good Sunday morning to everybody out there. You're listening to the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic as we broadcast live from the Tropicana, the Caesar Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. And good morning, Mike Carlin.
Woo! You know what's
Here we
nice
go,
about
baby.
today? Thursday night's game was a great game, but now that it's over with, now we can just enjoy a Sunday game of football.
Yeah, we
the
can
whole
just
day.
chill out.
We got our win. Now we watch football.
We're here at the Tropicana, the Caesar Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. I'm telling you, look at the clarity of these TVs,
Yeah.
Mike. Is it unbelievable?
Fabulous.
It's
It is,
fabulous.
it
You got all these big screen TVs. The Sportsbook's the place to be. Want to welcome in former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, a Mainland graduate, Mainland High School, Dave Klemic. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. I've had a blast watching that Thursday night game. It was a nail biter, but also Mainland is doing they're
doing
routing
really well
everyone.
too, right?
Yeah. I'm wearing green all week. So
Mike Carlin, we're here our second week. We're going to be here for the whole entire football season. 18 weeks plus the playoffs here at the Tropicana Caesar Sportsbook. I can't think of a better place to watch the game. Last week this place was packed.
And it's already filling up today. I mean, it's going to be another great day of football.
We got a busy show today. We have former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Every Sunday during the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. We'll talk a little Phillies baseball. What a cool time to be a Philly fan, a Philly sports fan.
Loving it.
I mean, the Phillies are relevant, Dave. The Eagles are now 2-0. Despite the fact that they didn't play their best ball, we're still 2-0.
yeah, they didn't play great, but again, like we everyone's saying it. This is like your preseason now,
Right,
so you're
right.
running on on fumes of a playbook that I guess looks like a little child's book. Again, after week 4, it's going to explode into a Bible-sized book.
Well, I'll tell you what, they didn't look like they were firing on all cylinders in game 2, but like Dave Klemic just pointed out, it is like a preseason game. And we'll see how it goes. But look, they're still 2-0.
You take it, we're 2-0, and we're still getting ready for the season. But I think by like Dave said, now we got a good 10, 11 days off for the next game, next Monday night game.
Right.
It's almost like a bye.
It's like a bye.
It's
It's almost like a bye.
They'll be ready. I think they'll be a whole nother team.
And then at 11 o'clock, we'll talk with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. We'll check in with him. We'll get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, brought to you by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. We get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News every single Sunday throughout the football season. And, of course, you can always read his articles on 97.3ESPN.com and catch Grayson's Grades with Mike Gill and the Sports Bash on Mondays. And then at the bottom of the second hour, fantasy football is a big deal.
Huge.
It's been that way now for several years. And, of course, we're in our 97.3 ESPN league. I know you're in it. You're not in it this year,
My
right?
first
I'm not in
league
it this year.
It's my first time
This is
ever
the first
playing
year.
it. Yeah.
Carlin's first year was last year.
Yeah. This is
This
my
is your
first one.
first year.
Yeah.
We'll talk to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point. So we got a huge show lined up, but now we're going to welcome in Dorothy Griggs. She's with the IMAX Theater, the largest screen in South Jersey, here at the IMAX Theater. Good morning, Dorothy.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
And I see that you're all eagled up today.
I am. I'm a big Eagles fan and a big Phillies fan as well.
Well, we're going to be speaking with Tommy Greene here in a little bit, so you can stick around for that. Dorothy, you're celebrating 27 years with the Tropicana, but now you're with the IMAX Theater. This is the biggest screen in South Jersey, I hear.
It is. We have the biggest screen in South Jersey. It's 55 feet high by 75 feet wide. It's a wonderful experience. We have 10,000 watts of surround sound. Once you come to our theater, you'll never want to go to another movie theater again.
Does the whole theater shake?
It does. And my office is on the back wall upstairs. So
Right.
my office walls shake quite often.
Oh, there's nothing like when you feel like you're in the movie. because the screen's so big and the surround sound.
You're part of it.
You're part of the movie.
Absolutely.
So what do you have for us today, Dorothy?
We're doing a great promotion for the next 17 weeks here on the Locker Room. We're giving away tickets to the IMAX. Today's movie that we're playing for the next week is called A Haunting in Venice. It's rated PG-13. It's a Disney film.
Maybe you'll haunt the Sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sherpain. He checks in with us every Saturday. He's from Vegas, so
All right.
maybe you haunted him out of his house.
Maybe we'll try. But the movie times today are at 3, 5:30, and 8. Come on down, and we have a ticket giveaway, like I said, every Sunday for the next 17 weeks for IMAX.
Now, Dorothy, you're from Atlantic City area. Your husband's from Philadelphia. You guys are big Eagles and Philly sports fans.
We are. We live and breathe Philadelphia sports for sure.
Well, it's a lot of fun, especially when our teams are winning, and we have the Phillies playing well down the stretch. Obviously, they righted the ship after losing 3 or 4 to the Braves, heading out to St. Louis 1-2 in a row. So we're looking pretty good right now.
We are. It feels good to be a Phillies fan right now and an Eagles fan.
Billy, listen to some of the movies that are coming up at the IMAX.
All right, let's hear what's up and coming at the IMAX Theater here in the Tropicana.
Well, after our movie A Haunting in Venice this week, we're going to bring the Barbie movie in. That was originally released in July, but we're going to play it here in IMAX on the big screen September 22nd. On September 29th, we have The Creator coming in. That's another Disney film. And on October 6th, we're showing the new Exorcist film. It's called Exorcist Believer, and that is rated R.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
I'll be there for that one.
I'm not into scary movies.
Oh.
I'm not either.
I'll have nightmares for the rest of my life.
I won't even watch the trailer on that one. October 20th, we have Killers of the Flower Moon. November 10th, we have The Marvels. November 17th, we have The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That's the new Hunger Games film.
Wow.
A big one that we anticipate doing really well is November 24th is Napoleon.
And that's the Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah,
So,
that's a big
movie time.
Big Thanksgiving holiday film. That's supposed to be really good. The trailer looks fabulous. December 15th, we have Wonka. And December 20th, we have the new Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So we have a really strong IMAX lineup for the next couple of months.
Well, Dorothy, we're going to be giving away tickets today for people that are listening to the show. They can come up to us and we'll give the tickets away. Or if they're in the crowd here, we'll pass them on.
That's wonderful. Appreciate the time.
All right, Dorothy. Thank you so much for stopping in. We appreciate it.
And really quick, because I know that, this is an important thing to bring up. The reason it makes IMAX so relevant for a movie like the Hunger Games sequel or for the Aquaman movie or for the Marvels or any of those movies is you're getting it in 4K high definition surrounding you. So you're experiencing the movie. You're not just watching a movie.
Right.
And you're not getting that kind of clarity on your television at home. So don't be the person who says, oh, wait till it comes out at home. You want to go see it in IMAX because that's where you get the full definition of the movie.
Great point, because IMAX, everybody has a home theater now.
Right.
It's my TV's 75 inches,
Is
right?
it
I'm
really?
sitting right in front of it. But if you go to a regular movie, it's not a big deal anymore.
No.
IMAX is you'll never get an IMAX in your house.
So it's a place.
That's a great spot. Yeah.
All right, we got a great show lined up. We're moving forward here on NFL Sunday, week 2 in the NFL. Of course, the Eagles play Thursday night. We'll break that all down. We'll talk a little Phillies baseball and a little fantasy football as well. I want to remind people the first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, I'm here to tell you about Stand Insurance Group. Sink protection. Don't get burned this summer. Choose Stand Insurance Group for better coverage than your sunscreen. Protecting families, homes, automobiles, businesses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for over 25 years. Stand helps you select the right insurance company for the best combination of protection and service at a competitive rate. Get the insurance coverage you need today. Visit sigprotection.com for a quote. That's sigprotection.com. And I want to remind people, for your ultimate game day experience awaits you here at the Caesars Sportsbook in the Tropicana in Atlantic City. You can watch and bet on your favorite NFL teams all season long with 180 seats plus VIP booths, massive screens. The Caesars Sportsbook at the Tropicana is the place to be. Book your experience at Caesars.com/ACR. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL, it's an AFC playoff rematch in Week 2 as the Jaguars host the Chiefs. Hi, this is Chris Carino. Join Brian Baldinger and me in Jacksonville, where the upstart Jags, led by dynamic young quarterback Trevor Lawrence, try to outduel Patrick Mahomes and the defending Super Bowl champs. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. That's your my daily place. It's a pizza like you never heard before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
The Balls Out Block Party featuring the Cheesesteak Egg Roll Bowl is on Saturday, September 30th at Resorts Casino Hotel. Witness the world's #1 professional eater, Joey Chestnut, as he competes for glory in Resort's first ever pro eating contest. The boardwalk will be active all day with a live band, beer stein hoisting contest, football toss challenge, and fun and games with 97.3 ESPN and more. The event is free, so head to the boardwalk and beach from 11:30 to 5:30 on Saturday, September 30th. Resorts Casino Hotel, one of a kind.
Every piece of land has a story. For the Nelsons, it's cruising around their Montana ranch on a John Deere Gator XUV 835R. With 3,000 acres, there's plenty of work to do.
We're not afraid to jump in and help each other out.
That's how they've kept their ranch going for 5 generations.
It's all about efficiency.
Like teaching visitors to fly fish.
The whole joy with fly fishing is matching the hatch.
Run with us on a Gator XUV 835R and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tropicana, Caesars Sportsbook right here in Atlantic City, the Tropicana. And Mike Carlin, this is the place to be, man.
Woo, this is going to be a fun day every Sunday. Imagine that, every Sunday right here.
I mean, this place was packed late last week. I can only imagine, like, with all the action going on, you got your booth, a table, you got the window.
You got liquor, you got drink specials, food special. You know what else was great? Being here and seeing all the different teams.
Yeah.
Being
Well, you see all kind of shirts, jerseys
that's
from
what I
all
mean.
over Pittsburgh. I just saw 49ers.
Raiders,
Now we saw
49
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys fan. He was here already. Busting, you know what?
So we're here at the Tropicana every Sunday throughout the football season.
Yep, and this season, Caesar Sportsbook is offering more ways to bet than ever before, with more props, bigger same-game parlays, and play-to-play betting, all of which are available at the kiosks at Tropicana AC, making it the best place to bet and watch.
Dave Klemic, the Eagles beat the Minnesota Vikings 34-28 on Thursday night. It's a short week. What are the players? I mean, obviously, we're starting last year. One of the reasons why the Eagles did so well is they didn't have any significant injuries other than Barnett, right? This year, we seem to be a little bit more banged up, and on a short week, that's the body needs time to recover.
Yeah, this is a long week, so we'll have the last game was played off of a short week. I was actually visiting my brother-in-law in Virginia. I watched 2 games in Virginia, Sunday and a Thursday. But yeah, the 10 days will help a little bit with like soft tissue injuries, but things like bumps and bruises. Some people have, season-ending injuries, and that's terrible. Towards the end of the season, we should see accumulation of these type of things. But last year we had like nothing.
Nothing.
There was like nothing.
That's just luck, right? I mean,
complete luck. The most luck I've ever seen.
Boy, Carlin, you see the Eagles the last 2 weeks. I mean, really haven't looked.
They haven't looked like
on
themselves.
Offense. Haven't looked like themselves. I mean, I made a tweet on Twitter. I said we're watching like 2 preseason games so far, and somebody tweeted me about that's a bad take, but in fact that's what we're watching.
Dave, let me ask you, as a former player, is there any truth that you hear people say, well, maybe they're not showing their whole playbook yet? It's too early.
Yeah.
Because remember, the first game we were supposed to win, we did. Closer than we thought. And then Minnesota, they're losing to Tampa. Maybe they're thinking, hey, maybe they're not the same Minnesota that we're used to. You think they're holding back and waiting, or does that happen? Or
yeah, and so is the rest of the league too. But you're going to shorten your playbook, make it easier to be cohesive, and run your plays on an easy, make it easy mentally. Okay. And then they start to add and add and add. Again, I said after week 4, you have enough like accumulation of things that are working. They're going to use that for the rest of the season, expose the playbook. The games, I think these 2 games, I think we thought we were going to win. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Well,
so we're like, why are we going to play? Why are we going to expose the whole playbook?
Predictions, everybody had the Eagles like at 5-4-0 after 4 games. I mean, you looked at their schedule. Right. So we're right where we thought we were going to be. But, the Eagles always have a propensity for winning games that they're not supposed to win, and then losing games they're not supposed to lose.
And we're lucky to be 2-0 because look at some of the teams that we're supposed to be seeing in the Super Bowl or in the playoffs. Look at Cincinnati, off to a bad start. Kansas City, off to a bad start.
Yeah, and also
we're lucky to be 2-0.
Giants don't look like the Giants of last year. Yeah. That's for sure. After one game, they got the Cardinals today,
and they'll beat the Cardinals.
They're going to go out to Arizona.
I know.
Cardinals are in a shambles, but still.
And we don't want to bring up the big pitcher who looked really good last week.
Who? The Cowboys. Now they played the Giants.
But they also, and I see there's some fighting going on the sideline. AJ Brown's mad he's not getting the ball. Yeah. But look, if you're trying to keep guys protected, your superstar, AJ Brown, why would you give him 11 catches in the first 2 weeks?
Right.
So he can get him hurt for the rest of the season? Why not pace that out? If you don't have to, then don't give him And
the way they were running the ball, they didn't need to pass.
Well, in the beginning of the game, remember, so the week before, Dallas Goedert didn't even have a touch, I don't believe. They come out in game 2 against the Vikings, and they hit Goedert on all these short little screens, and it was almost like they were trying to force the ball to him instead of spreading it around.
To make him happy.
Yeah, obviously, but A.J. Brown had 4 targets or 4 receptions. He had 6 targets. I mean, there was a play where he was interfered with, I thought, on the one ball that he should have caught. Almost went a touchdown. Mm-hmm. I thought that was interference, and then the touchdown that he did catch was called back for a holding call. And
then one of the things that we used to do, and this is maybe it's just a Kansas City Chiefs thing, but it was like I had the same offense as Greatest Show on Turf, right? This is pretty good offense. Everything's been built off of that, right? We would not play a starter in week 1 preseason. Week 2, you play 1 quarter. Week 3, you play 2 quarters, and then week 4 you play 3 quarters, and then the first game you play
the whole thing
is your first. Now we're playing everybody right at once, so it's like you're looking at preseason games. But also, I'm excited about DeAndre Swift. I just love the way he runs.
I'll tell you what,
I absolutely love him.
He has his shoulder pad square to the line of scrimmage when he kicks the ball, he's square.
Remember the high school he came out of?
St. Joe's Prep.
St. Joe's Prep.
So Zacchaeus, what's his name, Josh?
Yeah, Josh is the only one
can't
who knows
say
his
his name.
Olamide Zacchaeus.
Olamide Zacchaeus. I'll never get this right.
That's why we have him here. That's why we have him here.
More or less.
The encyclopedia.
The Philadelphia Eagles, one of the main reasons why they won the game, Mike Carlin, I have to tell you, the turnovers. I mean, if you're the Minnesota Vikings, you can't give the ball away to your opponent 4 times and expect to win. I mean, you look at Kirk Cousins. If you were to shut your eyes and didn't know what the score was, Dave Klemic, I'm going to read you his stats. Ready? Shut your eyes. 31 of 44, 364 yards passing, 8.3 yards average, 4 touchdowns with a 125.6 rating. You would say that quarterback won that game.
Had a great game.
I close my eyes and I either think he played a great game or they're playing from way behind. Because even Colin Kaepernick had a lot of yards passing, and they were like 1 in 15. So I think that's the knock on Kirk Cousins anyway. He plays well, but they don't win the games.
Mike Carlin, some quarterbacks are just winners. Some quarterbacks are like stats.
Keep you in the game.
Keep you in the game. But when push comes to shove, you got to win.
I was never a Kirk fan, but I'm telling you, after the quarterback show, now I love him.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
I love him. Hey, is he going to stay with Minnesota? It's a lot of talk.
I don't know.
They lose another game or two. Can you imagine him going to the Jets, though? Can you imagine him going to the Jets?
By the way, we didn't talk about this yesterday, but I want to get your take on it. How bad do you feel for Aaron Rodgers? 4 snaps into his tenure with the Jets, and he goes down to an awful injury like that.
I know. I saw the Manning brothers react to it, and I was like, they were so disappointed. We were all – I mean, it was like the talk of the NFL. I wanted to see him relevant. Like, this is what the quarterbacks do. Brady goes to another team and see how he does, and see if he has the same success. Manning does that in Denver, and I think this is Aaron Rodgers. Like, let me get in the conversation with the best 3 quarterbacks of all time, and it got taken away.
39 years old he is. I mean,
fellas, if I may,
38.
Rodgers got a special surgery reportedly and is aiming for a January return. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think he's just trying to stay in the news, but something to bite on.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, but we got to stop looking at these guys based on their age. We have to look at them based on how they're taking care of their bodies, because these guys are not taking care. This is not like, I'm reading the book about the 1986 Giants team, right? That team was out till 4:00 in the morning, living up the New York life. They go sleep in their cars until game day with 4 hours of sleep, and they would pay people to go knock on their windows to wake them up out of the car.
Lawrence Taylor.
Your boy, Sean Landetta, who you had on the show yesterday, Billy, he was the most famous bachelor in New York at that time. And you know what? That's why those guys don't do that anymore, because that caught up to their bodies.
But still, Dave, because you run the Klemic performance method, you know all about physical fitness. Father Time, I mean, you can't escape Father Time. You can take care of your body all you want, but you're going to break down sooner or later.
Yeah. People are blaming the turf. I'm not. I don't think it was the turf as much as I just watched the way. There's a freak accident.
Yeah,
sometimes freak accidents just happen.
I'll tell you who's to blame, and no one's bringing it up. I'm so ticked off because apparently nobody else watched Hard Knocks but me. Okay. Apparently, I'm the only person on planet Earth.
He's the only one that's got the money to pay for HBO.
I watched it.
No.
I couldn't even watch the Phillies the other night because it was on Apple TV.
Well, first of all, Billy, I've told you how to watch Apple Plus TV. You don't remember because you have an iPhone. You dope. Second of all, it's bundled into my Xfinity bill, so I save about $100 a month compared to buying for everything.
No wonder he's charging me more money to set this whole equipment up.
So I'm saving $100.
He gets HBO, we don't.
Billy, it's called listening. Okay, now let's get to the point here. All right. Since nobody pays attention around here but me, Aaron Rodgers hurt his calf on the same leg he tore the Achilles in the preseason. Hello?
So,
anybody understand what I'm saying?
The
same left calf that he tore his Achilles in the game.
I defer to Dave.
He injured it in the joint practice against the Panthers.
So the calf or the gastroc or the soleus has different than the collagen of the Achilles tendon. One doesn't affect the other, really. One does when you pull it, but the Achilles tendon is made out of collagen. And if that snaps off and it usually pops off at the heel, that would have nothing to do with the gastroc.
But the point is that it's a weakened part of the body already. He already has sustained an injury. and he was probably overcompensating.
I have a sports
for it.
medicine doctor listening to us this show right now. I want to text him right now and see what he says,
And, I'll get
and that way
Dr.
we'll
Sean
settle this.
McMullen on there. All right. On the other side, we're going to talk a little Phillies baseball because throughout the Phillies season, throughout the baseball season, we get to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. The Phillies are coming down the stretch, Carlin, and they just took 2 out of the first 2 games. They righted basically they righted the ship after losing 3 or 4 to the high-powered
Atlanta.
No, real quick before we get to Tommy Greene, the Phillies put congratulations to the Braves on their fan division and everything. Big congratulations. How do you feel about that?
I don't mind that.
You don't mind that?
I don't mind that.
I think they should have done it.
I don't mind it either, Billy. I think it was, it was class.
Yeah.
You didn't mind it?
Because it will mean more for us when we beat them.
Yeah,
We're being nice to them. We're being nice to them. And then,
we'll get Tommy Greene's take. All right. For the first hour, the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about the Camden County Board of Commissioners have the Made in Jersey Festival coming up on Saturday, September 30th. It's a celebration of all things Jersey. Food, music, produce, beer, wine, spirits, and more. So come on out to Wiggins Waterfront Park in Camden from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday, September 30th. Admission is free, so bring the whole family and enjoy live music from Jersey's own Living on a Bad Name and the B Street Band. That's the Made in Jersey Festival. It's presented by the Camden County Board of Commissioners and Visit South Jersey. For more information, visit madeinjerseyfest.com. That's madeinjerseyfest.com. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to the Locker Room as we broadcast live from the Tropicana right here at the Caesars Sportsbook on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL. It's a cross-conference heavyweight matchup from Dallas as the Cowboys host the New York Jets. Hi, this is Jerry Recco. Join Kevin Ray, Danny White, and myself for all the action as Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and the Cowboys battle it out with Quinn Williams, Sauce Gardner, and the Jets. Who will remain unbeaten? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Game 1 of our triple header.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
I'm calling him now. By the way, that was a dirty hit through and through.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Your palace awaits. Caesars Palace Online Casino is now live. Download today and register using code RADIOLAUNCH. New users get a $10 sign-up bonus, a 100% deposit match up to $1,000, and 2,500 reward credits after wagering $25. Must be 21 and physically present in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or West Virginia. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonuses. Full terms and wagering requirements at CaesarsPalaceOnline.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In West Virginia, all games regulated by the West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly.
Are mice,
Yes,
stink
sir.
bugs, or spotted lanternflies bugging you?
You're welcome, Billy
Viking
boy.
Pest can protect your home or business this fall with certified
10
local
seconds.
technicians. Viking can solve any pest problem. Get a free quote at VikingPest.com. That's VikingPest.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tropicana, the Caesars Sportsbook right here inside the Tropicana. Come on down. It's starting to fill up, Mike Carlin. This is the place to be. We'll be here for all 18 weeks of the regular season. I'm so excited about this. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey, come on down, fall in the fun this season with the getaway at Tropicana Atlantic City. Raking the savings with incredible hotel deals, indulging restaurants, and revel in exciting nightlife and entertainment. Book your Tropicana getaway today at Caesars.com/AC.
All right, now the Philadelphia Phillies are righting the ship after a bad week last week to the losing to the Braves, 3 out of 4 games. So throughout the Phillies season, we get to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good buddy, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Good morning, T. Greene. Well, I'm feeling a lot better after the performance the Phillies had against the Braves last week. But Tommy, man, that Braves is a high-powered offense, and there's no weakness in 1 through 9. Hey, Tommy, what's the message that leaders like Bryce Harper? I mean, the Phillies team is so loaded, Mike Carlin, with stars, but all stars. But what's the message? What's being preached this late in the season? It's the middle of September, heading towards the end of September. We got 14 games left on the schedule. What's the message that the leaders of this team are preaching? We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Tommy, I just said to Mike Carlin before we brought you up that the Philadelphia Phillies they get all this out of their system for losing to the Braves, and then when the playoffs comes around, hopefully be able to right the ship. How much does that confidence come into that equation? Because if you're getting beat by a team, throughout the regular season, what happens when you get to the playoffs? Like, how hard is that to flip the switch?
Tommy, it's Michael. Quick question for you when it comes to pitching. And if you don't know, I understand you. I know you're not going to predict the future, but Robbie Thompson at this stage of the game, with only about 2 weeks left, do you think he already has his pitchers lined up for like the first series, or could things change between now and then?
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, as we do every Sunday throughout the baseball season. Today, Taijuan Walker, 15-5, one of the league leaders in wins. But he's got a little. His ERA has been a little inflated lately. It's a 4.30. What do you want to see out of him today? Yeah. And we'd be remiss that we didn't talk about Kyle Schwarber. I mean, hits his 44th home run on a line. It was basically I watched the whole game. It was a line drive shot. Just sneaks in the fair pole down the right field line. He has his 97th RBI, Tommy Greene. He's hit 190. That's what
You'd never know.
I mean, he's hitting 197, and I know people say, well, they're winning, they're leading off, he's leading off. But the fact remains, he still has 44 home runs and 97 runs batted in out of the one hole. Right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
Tommy, I think I'm dreaming. Billy's giving Kyle Schwarber credit for once. I think I'm dreaming.
I'll tell you what, at the beginning of the season, Josh, it was like, it bothered me, but now not so much.
Well, we should note that in the last 36 games, Kyle Schwarber is batting .262 with an on-base percentage of .423. So since Trey Turner had the standing ovation, Schwarber is hitting better as well in those 36 games with 17 home runs and 32 RBIs. But again, the .423 on-base percentage since then.
How about JT Realmuto's production at home as opposed to his production on the road? He's batting like .313 on the road. Right? All right, Tommy. All right, Tommy Greene. The Eagles played Thursday night. That means we'll be watching the NFL. We got our one eye on the NFL today and one eye on the Philadelphia Phillies as they first pitches at 2:15 out in St. Louis. Tommy, as always, we really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next Saturday in the locker room with Billy Schwein. There he is, Tommy Greene on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene is brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk, Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, we're broadcasting live at the Tropicana, the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana right here in Atlantic City. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Dave Klemic on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Monday's show, we'll start to look ahead to the Eagles matchup with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Plus, week number 2 is in the books. We'll recap it all here on the Sports Bash. Phillies weekend against the Cardinals. We'll look at the NL wild card race, all that and more. It's all Monday, live at Ocean Casino's Gallery Bar Book and Games.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the confidence and underdogs covering, the tension before a clutch turnover, and the pride of a parlay paying off. It's another chance to win big with all-day action. Plus, win your first $10 bet and get $125 in sports bonus bets. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParks.
Must be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the energy of being all in, the passion of a perfect parlay, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's another opportunity to win big every day of the week. Sign up for BetParks and get a welcome offer today. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParks.
Must be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
One more rep. You got it.
10.
Nice work. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix Total T makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix, that's the testosterone booster TV ads with Frank Thomas, the big hurt, right?
Yeah, the patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles to people?
Yes, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
Just send a text. Text BELT to 231-231 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. To 231-231.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Now, more of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here broadcasting live inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook. And this place is phenomenal, man. Got everything, all these big screen TVs. The clarity of Dave Klemic of these TVs is second to none. Look at this. It's unbelievable. And this is the place to be. Last week, it was so crowded that I was hanging out here. I had a room. I had it all set up. I spent the whole day here last week. We had so much fun. We went over to Chickies and Pete's, which is right adjacent to where we are at the Caesars Sportsbook.
30 yards away.
I had the TV. It was great. The crowd was great. People were chanting, Eagles chant. It was a lot of fun last week. And right now joining us is the general manager of Chickies and Pete's, Ryan Litley. And good morning there, Ryan. How you doing, man?
Great, guys. Thanks for having us.
So I got to tell you, last week was packed. This whole place was just out. It was just outrageous. It was a lot of fun, and this is the place to be.
Yeah, it's definitely the game day experience we have. You can't beat it. Like you were saying, having everybody involved with the Eagles chants and some nice music going along with it, keep the crowd busy, having fun. It's really important for us to make sure we put our best foot forward every Sunday for you guys.
What's too cool? Ryan's right about that, Mike, because during the play, You get the play-by-play was keyed up, turned up. You could hear everything. And sometimes you go to a bar, you can't hear everything, you can't focus. Not at Chickies and Pete's at the sports bar here. That was focused right on the Eagles game, and then when the commercials came, that's when you played the music, so it was perfect timing.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, we always have that live DJ experience, especially on Sundays and all Eagles games. It just makes it a lot better. It makes it a lot funner. Nobody wants to listen to commercials.
Well, like what you were saying, Billy, the difference between Chicky and Pete's and some of these, larger national. I mean, they're a national chain. Don't get me wrong, but they're a Philadelphia chain.
Right. Exactly.
Okay? They don't care about the Giants or Cowboys. They focus on the Eagles. So when you come, if you're an Eagles fan, this is where you want to be. Now, when that game's over, then they turn into an NFL fan.
Oh, absolutely. Especially being in here in Tropicana. We show every single game, every Sunday, every team we represent. Obviously our focus is the Eagles.
Well, you guys, Ryan, you guys are the official sports bar of the Eagles.
Yep, just announced this season we are officially the official sports bar of the Philadelphia Eagles.
You got a nice shirt there.
Yeah, we got these. All our fantasy football parties got these shirts as part of their package this year. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Do you know they do all the food at training camp?
Yeah, they do all the food. I heard that commercial on 97.3 ESPN too. Hey, Ryan, so you got us. Look at all this
tell us what
food.
You got here.
I mean, this is. I can't wait for break, Klemic, because I'm going to dig in. What do we have here? What did you bring us?
All right, we've got our signature crab fries that we're known for. Once you have them, you can't stop thinking about them.
No.
We got our B-Dawk nachos that with our partnership with Brian Dawkins. Got a lobster cheesesteak here. This is my favorite.
This
right here.
Save me here for that, Carlin.
Killer.
That's killer. And then I got your barbecue chicken pizza. And then I brought Josh, our boy here, his little salad. Keep him healthy.
He's a health nut. I'm going to talk Klemic into sharing half of this B-Dawk with me.
As long as his wife's not watching or listening to the show, he can have some.
It's funny. We just had a little Philly reunion the other night. We opened up our Kansas City restaurant on Friday.
Right?
Yep.
There you go, Clint.
And
you got one in Kansas City?
Yeah, we just opened Kansas City, and Andy Reid was there. We had a friends and family night. Andy Reid came over, met up with Pete. It was pretty
I'm
cool.
going out for the Chargers game because they're inducting Dante Hall into the Chiefs Hall of Fame.
Oh wow!
So I will
we beat
go
the
over
fastest man competition.
Yeah, it's my boy. He hates me for that. But, I'm gonna go stop out there. Where is it? It's in the stadium.
No, it's off of a casino right there. But it's right down the street from the stadium area.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty
everything's
cool.
on I-70 right there.
Yep.
And I can't wait to go over there. I'm gonna. It's funny. I was in Virginia, and everybody always compares everything. Even Virginians. They have crab fries. Everyone's doing it now. I'm like, is it better than Chicky and Pete's? No. They set the standard for what crab fries are. Everybody says, is it better than Chicky and Pete's? No, never beat it.
Yeah,
you can't beat it.
You can't beat them. Once you have them, you're hooked for life.
Hey Ryan, how important it is for the Eagles, Phillies to play well for the sports bar. I mean,
it's huge. It's huge. Obviously we're hoping for a Red October. That's big on our list. Just as a Phillies fan, let alone for business, obviously. But it's great. I mean, the better they play, the more people get excited, the more people come out.
More people coming out, the enthusiasm builds. Well, I got to tell you, Ryan, man, we really appreciate you stopping down here and giving us this great food. The food and it's unbelievable. And Chickies and Pete's is the place to be throughout the football season.
Absolutely appreciate that.
All right, there he is, Ryan Litley, the general manager at Chickies and Pete's. We're going to dig in after the break, and we go to the top of the hour here. It's unbelievable. I want to remind people that you want to experience the best of the NFL season at the Tropicana in Atlantic City with the Caesars Sportsbook and multiple sports bars all under one roof. Tropicana is the ultimate game day destination. Bring your friends, grab a beer, and cheer your favorite teams. Now's the time to make your game plan and reserve your seats. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC. Carlin, even though the Eagles aren't playing today, we have a great lineup of games today.
I mean, think about some of these games. Baltimore's at Cincinnati. Seattle's at Detroit. Okay, these are all teams that we know are going to be in the playoffs by the end. Kansas City's playing at Jacksonville. That's going to be a great game. And I know the Miami-New England game is going to be a great game. I know it doesn't sound like it, but that's going to be a great game.
Dave, when all the teams go to camp, all the players – everybody's even, right? 0-0 at the beginning. But some teams have higher expectations than others. What are the players? What's in your mindset? Even say if you go into a season when you're not expected to do well, the players don't think that, right?
No, I always say that it's like the media is one side of it, and once you get inside there, you're insulated from a lot of the hype.
Right?
Yeah,
But the guys still read their press. They read the clippings,
sometimes
right?
only if it's somebody brings it in to like this is where you'll see it. Someone will bring in a newspaper and they'll go, "You see what this guy said about you?" Blah blah blah. But other than that, I'm not reading the news. But you don't have time for that. You got to read your playbook.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. It's a great weekend in the NFL. Come on down. We're at the Tropicana, inside the Tropicana, the Caesars Sportsbook in Atlantic City. This place, people are starting to come in. The
Starting to
windows
pile in.
up.
Look at them. Just keep piling in.
We have a winner. Last week's winner, or this week's winner for the
VIP area.
VIP area is Paul, and he's here. He's going to be sitting in his seats, and we're looking forward to moving on here.
You smell what I smell?
Yeah, I do.
It's called food.
Food. On the other side, we'll talk with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, brought to you by Blitz's Market. We'll get Grayson's grades. And then at the bottom
20.
of the hour, we got the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, New Jersey. It's the locker room with Billy Schwein,
10.
Carlin, Dave Klemic, right here inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook on 97.3 ESPN.
Scott Graham here from Westwood One. Sunday Night Football for Week 2 comes from New England when Bill Belichick's Patriots host the Dolphins, hoping to bounce back from an opening game loss. For Miami, Tua Tagovailoa looked impressive in a Week 1 win over the Chargers, throwing for 466 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ryan Ratke and Ross Tucker will have the call of the Dolphins at the Pats on Sunday Night Football.
Right here on 97.3 ESPN South Jersey.
O'Reilly. Do you need new wiper blades but aren't sure which ones are right for you? The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. We'll show you the best options for your specific vehicle and even install your new wipers for free. And right now, save $10 per pair on Bosch Focus wiper blades, plus get 2 times O-Rewards points. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The power's out at our house. Coffee table. But since my family has storm-ready Wi-Fi from Xfinity, they can stream and game like usual on all their devices all over the house. Oh, who moved the couch? So everybody stays connected while I just try to find a seat in the dark. Oh, cactus? Can I get a little help over here?
Yeah, bro. Just let me finish this boss battle.
Sure. Go ahead. Medic!
Now you can get fast, reliable internet on the Xfinity 10G network and get storm-ready Wi-Fi when you upgrade, so you can stay connected for up to 4 hours, even when the power goes out. Only from Xfinity. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Storm-ready Wi-Fi limited to customers within range of 4G LTE cellular signal. Speeds reduced to 30/7 megabits per second. Actual speeds vary. For more details, visit Xfinity.com/stormready.
When you open the Bet Parks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
The fun never stops at Parks Casino. Enjoy the best local bands and live entertainment at 360 inside Parks. Friday, September
30 seconds.
22nd, get up and dance with Drop Dead Sexy. Saturday, September 23rd, Discotex takes the stage. No. Or ParksCasino.com for complete schedule, including national headliners. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers, and Flyers.
Headsets on.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Red 83!
No, he is not. Okay. I got you.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
He's in.
Now, here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back here at the Tropicana in Atlantic City, the Caesars Sportsbook. It's a great place to be. Come on down. Join us here at the Caesars Sportsbook. Watch all the NFL action. There's all kind of places here. We got Chickies and Pete's. We've got the
You ready for the
Hooters.
rundown?
Give me the rundown, Mike.
We got Carmine's. This is all within one house. Okay, Tropicana,
All under
right
one
here in
roof.
Atlantic City. Carmine's, Hash, Chicky and Pete's, the Golden Nuts, Averti, Hooters, the Palm, PF Chang's. It goes on and on. I'm not even mentioning all the bars that we have here. I mean, this is the place you want to come and just spend a whole day, watch NFL football, eat and drink all day, spend the night. I mean, they have a brand new tower. I mean, this is the place you want to be.
Dave Klemic, I mean, you know, when you're playing the game, you're not thinking about all the outside minutia, like gambling, betting on the games, fantasy football, and all that. Kind of like you're so locked in and focused on what you're doing, you don't get the chance.
I sometimes think that the fan is more invested in the game than the player. The player has to do his action, but these guys, you guys, I love you guys, but it's getting into that side and going, wow, everyone is so invested into the drama, and all you have to do is worry about your playbook. You know what I mean? And then you're not invested in all the drama. I never understood it.
Makes it a lot of fun, doesn't it?
I mean,
Dave?
some people had to tell me how big Raiders Week was when I was in Kansas City. I'm like, what's the big deal? It doesn't fit. Everybody's going nuts. Everything's red all over town. They put red. There's fountains everywhere. It's a city of fountains in Kansas City. They make all the fountains red. I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's not like we're playing the kids from next door or the across the street. I mean, it's like, it's a big deal to the city. It's a little
keeps, man.
You guys are really invested. I love it.
Throughout the football season, we get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, sponsored by Blitz's Market, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off the 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. Say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in from Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
All right, Scott. Now, we can't get the keys to the game because the game was already played on Thursday night. So as you do for Mike Gill on Mondays, it's Grayson's Grades. A big win for the Philadelphia Eagles. They played sloppy at the slow start, but a win's a win.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the theme of the first two games, right? You got out of New England with the win, an ugly win, but a win is still a win. And look, this team has not played anywhere close to its best football in the first two games, and they're 2-0. So when you exhale and you realize that fact, you go, okay, it hasn't been the best. It hasn't been the prettiest, hasn't been the sharpest, but they're 2-0 right now, which is where they wanted to be. How you get there doesn't really matter so much as long as you get there. And then you go into the next game. But the problem and the biggest concern for me is they're getting banged up. I mean, that defense is really getting knocked up and banged around. Some of the guys that were out for this game on Thursday, I think might have been able to play had they played on Sunday. today. Perhaps James Bradbury would have been out of the concussion protocol. We won't know. But on the other end of this, they're 2-0, and they got this extra bit of rest to get these guys through 2 games who are bruised up and banged up, a little healthier going into Tampa, which is not till Monday night. So they even have an extra day after that.
We're talking with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson, as we do every Sunday throughout the football season. Scott, Nick Sirianni improved his record to 25-11 as a wins so far as a coach. The highest winning percentage. I know it's only a few games in, but he's doing pretty well as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, he is. Look, he's winning the games, and that's ultimately, like I said, that's the bottom line. Would you like to win, 70-0 every time? Sure. And did we go into the season thinking that this offense was going to be capable of that? Yeah. But they are realistically, they're dealing with everybody's best shot. That's the other side of this here. And that's the impressive part about it for me with Nick Sirianni, is that he's keeping these guys focused. They're navigating through the challenges. And I talked to Jason Kelsey after the game on Thursday night, and I thought his analysis was spot on. He's like, we are seeing chaos thrown at us from these first 2 opponents, and we're having to adjust to it in real time. And that's where the veteran leadership here, the ability that they have, not only as an offensive line, but as a team and from their head coach down, are able to kind of navigate some of these difficult waters. Because, like I said, this is what it's like to be the hunted instead of always the counted out, the underdogs. This is a new role for this team and this group, and they're having to learn how to manage that. It's new for Coach Sirianni as well, but I think these players really respect him. They admire him, and they're following him. So far, hey, you can't argue with it, 2-0.
And I got to tell you, Scott, like for the last several years that you and I've been together on Sundays, what do we always say? Like usually on Sunday we're like, run the ball. But last week, I mean, the disparity, they actually ran the ball. I mean, when they first came out, started passing, the crowd started booing. I think that anger was directed at Brian Johnson. And then guess what? To his credit, they changed course and they ran the ball 48 times to be exact.
Yeah, again, to Kelsey, it was funny. He's like, that's probably the most we've ever run the inside zone in a row. And that's what they did. They just kept running. Kelsey said they came to the sidelines and they said the run is there if we want it. And to Brian Johnson's credit, he didn't hesitate. He let them do that. He called it over and over and over again, and that offensive line just had their way with the Vikings. And so Brian Johnson's still feeling his way through this mess. He's got to learn to adjust to getting everybody's best shot what they're throwing at this team. These are the 2 teams that had the offseason to really prepare for them. As you get into weeks 3, weeks 4, you're going to start to see these teams that are having to adjust and plan week of. And it's just going to get, I got to believe, a little harder with the ability that this offense has, the weapons that they have. But yeah, the running game was there. They stuck with it. They did it. DeAndre Swift, I thought, was very patient with finding his holes. Sometimes he didn't take the first hole that opened. He took the next one, and it worked out. I mean, and his cuts and his vision in the hole was also very admirable. So some people have asked me already, is this DeAndre Swift's job now? I still think it's, it's a 2-man thing. It's going to be Kenny Gainwell and it's going to be DeAndre Swift. And their running styles are different. And I think that's what's going to really work for this team. Not only that, and then we all thought DeAndre Swift came here to catch the ball out of the backfield. I'm still looking forward to seeing more of that too. So I think there's a lot of bright spots here and a lot of room to go up with this offense.
And a question, you answered my DeAndre Swift question because I thought, man, I loved how he runs. And he was so explosive. I thought, that's his job. Kenneth Gainwell is going to be second string when he comes back. But I think what everybody was talking about was A.J. Brown being really upset on the sideline. And do you have any insight to kind of what the drama was there on the sideline? I mean, I could kind of.
Although Sirianni said it's none of our business.
Yeah. But what do you think?
So it's funny because a lot of the players after the game, we asked them about that, and they said, I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, they didn't want to get involved, right? What it was A.J. Brown, who's a competitor. He wants the ball. He wants to win. Through 1 week, that's fine. And I love that too. I agree with you, Billy. I love that. I love that the guy wants the ball. Here's the problem. It can't go public. And I think he knows that. I think he's learning that here, that this is new for him. He's used to being the guy. He's got another number 1 receiver over there in Devontae Smith. It's a luxury for this team, but it requires everybody to check their ego when they go to that sideline. And that's something he's having to learn. And he understands, and I saw some, I think you guys probably seen it, video of him walking off the field.
Yeah,
and I think he realized in that moment, I can't do that. It's on me, right? And I think that's where he was not in the locker room after the game. We didn't see him. I think he purposely avoided the media. But I think what it is it's something that shouldn't have been public. It was public. There's good leaders here. There's great leaders in that locker room and good coaches, and it will be handled. I don't think we'll see that again. And if you remember, there was a little bit of that last year from A.J. Brown, and we never saw it again. I think it's just that. He's working through it. The team will work through it. I don't think it's a big deal. Now, if it rears its ugly head again, then it starts to become a little concerning. But I want to see if they can avoid making that public again. It should have been handled. Any venting he needed to do should have been done behind the behind the walls, not for us to see in the cameras.
Every Sunday, we get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, brought to you by Blitz's Markets. I wonder if Nick Sirianni would address that, or just something that was left unsaid, because like you just mentioned, he did. Smith did. AJ Green did run off, pound his chest, and he kind of did the talking thing, like it was me talking, like trying to explain it to the crowd.
Yeah, I think he's look. At some point, he's going to have to get in front of a camera, and he's going to have to own it. Like Alec Boehm, like Trey Turner, he's going to have to get in front of the camera. The best course of action in this city is just to listen. I was heated. I wanted the ball. I'm competitive. I'm not going to stop being that way, but I can't do that in public. My bad. It won't happen again. If he does that, I think all will be forgiven. Not a big deal. I think. And so that's where we're at. I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I think he knows. I think he's definitely a key part of this offense. He just wants his, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He was watching Devontae Smith catch ball after the deep ball, get touchdowns, and frankly, look, they went to him. To their credit,
it wasn't like they were going to him. He had 6 targets. He was interfered with, which I thought was a blatant interference that they didn't call, and then he did catch a touchdown that was called back for holding. So he did get the ball, just not as well.
Those 2 plays happened after the little dust up on the sideline. So I think Jalen made an attempt to appease him, and it should have been a touchdown. It was a stupid penalty by Penny. And then the other one, if he wasn't interfered with, would have been a touchdown, in my opinion, as well. Absolutely. And so I think that all helped to calm the rough waters, if you will, on the sidelines. I think everything will be fine. And look, I would not be surprised if A.J. Brown was featured a little heavily in the next game plan against Tampa next Monday night.
And that's what they did to Dallas Goedert. I mean, they came right out of the gate throwing the ball. Dave,
I just don't like that, because I know what you're going to say. If you're hindering Jalen Hurts' ability to make the best decision by making the decision that you want me to, that isn't good for the team. Yeah. So I don't like that. It's very selfish mentality.
I agree with you too, because the problem right now is I don't feel like Jalen Hurts is running through his progressions and seeing the field like he did a year ago. Exactly. Right now, at this point, he's not going from one receiver to another. He's missing some guys that are open because he's kind of zeroed in on somebody. And to your point, Dave, I don't want to see that happen with A.J. Brown. I'm okay in the early script. If you have a scripted play to get him a touch early in the game, that's fine with me. But I don't think you want to overload it, and you don't want to get sucked into that trap of just zeroing in on one guy because you're missing the rest of the field and perhaps an even bigger play.
Yeah, your decision making is hindered because his friendship. He actually said after the post game, "This is my best friend." Yeah. So yeah, if he's mad at him, you're like, "Oh man, I got to turn and look at," and it's just making bad decisions.
But let me ask you, Dave, as a former player, I know every game is the same. I get it, but the timeline of the game can be different. When you're someone like a Brown or a superstar on the team, and you're the focus Sunday night is like a Monday night game. All eyes are on you throughout the whole country. Your family, friends that live everywhere. A game like that is not like a game like a 1 o'clock where only the local audience hears it and sees it. Do you think that gets in a player's head, like thinking, hey, I got everybody watching tonight and I haven't called a pass yet?
No, but what does get into his head is last year, his expectation, and Jalen Hurts said this, he's very high expectations. Yeah. He wants to be the best receiver in the league. If he is in 2 games where his first game, he only had 40 yards receiving or something like that. Second game, he's like, I want to gain 2,000 yards this year, or I want to do this. I want to be the best in the league. And now he's 2 games behind where he's not producing anything. he's thinking about that. I know that. I guarantee.
And the bottom line to me is I agree with you. And I think the message from the rest of the locker room to A.J. Brown is, listen, you have had years and you will have more years to try to do that. This year, it's about the ring. It's what you don't have. Go get what you don't have. Get the ring and whatever it takes to make that happen, because there's too much talent here. And there should be too much talent on this receiving core, including Dallas Goedert, for one guy to go 2,000 yards. If that happens, the other guys aren't really pulling their weight, or somebody got hurt. Just let the game come to you. And you're going to have we saw it last year. There was a Devontae Smith game. There's an A.J. Brown game. It's going to be out there. He's going to have his 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just got to wait and let it come to him rather than force it.
All right, Scott Grayson, the Eagles now have off until Monday when they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, you can catch Grayson's grades on 97.3ESPN.com and, with Mike Gill on Monday for Grayson's grades. Scott, as always, thank you so much. Let's go Birds, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
All right, you got it, guys.
There he is, Scott Grayson. The keys to the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson is sponsored by Blitz's Markets, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off the 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey.
Experience the best of the NFL season at Tropicana Atlantic City with Caesars Sportsbook and multiple sports bars, all under one roof. Tropicana is the ultimate game day destination. Bring your friends, grab a beer, cheer on your favorite teams. Now's the time to make a game plan and reserve your seats. Learn more at Caesars.com/EC.
Hey, don't get burned by the summer. Choose Stan Insurance Group for better coverage than your sunscreen. Protected families, homes, automobiles, businesses in New Jersey and PA for over 25 years. Stan helps you select the right insurance company for the best combination of protection and service at a competitive rate. Get the insurance coverage you need today. Visit sigprotection.com for a quote. That's sigprotection.com. All right, stay with us. We're broadcasting live from inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook right here in Atlantic City. It's the Locker with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, former Kansas City Chiefs running wide receiver, Dave Klemic, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 97.3 ESPN with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
I did learn this morning that Smalls has never seen an episode of Seinfeld.
No, I'm with you, Smalls. I've never seen the episode.
What?
Either. I've never seen it either. Kramer, one of the characters on Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay.
I know he made a lot of money off of it.
I'm at a loss. That is stunning.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
One more rep. You got it.
10.
Nice work. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix Total T makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix, that's the testosterone booster TV ads with Frank Thomas, the big hurt, right?
Yeah, the patented key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels.
Well, it's clearly working.
30 seconds.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles to people?
Yes, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
Just send a text. Text BELT to 231-231 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart.
15.
They'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text BELT to 231-231. That's BELT to 231-231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live. Hannah, Caesar Sportsbook. We got food. We got all kind of food and drinks. Dave Klemic, former wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Klemic, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning here producing, and Danny Ryan back at the studio. Food's delicious.
I've had a couple fries. Yeah, I'm waiting for the pizza.
Hey, listen, we're giving away pairs of tickets. If you're interested in going to the IMAX Theater here with the biggest screen in South Jersey, and we have pairs of tickets to give away.
3 o'clock, 5:30, and 8 o'clock.
Yeah, if you're interested, come on down, pick up the tickets. Just come up and see us here at our table, and we'll give you tickets to the IMAX movie theater right here inside. It's on the 3rd floor.
The largest screen in South Jersey, right here.
Dave Klemic. The Eagles, a lot of teams, they know they play on Thursday night. They're looking for an extended week. And the Eagles, now they play on Monday night, so they give it an extra day. Do players, do they see that on the schedule? They know that,
Yeah, because you'll get 2 days off,
right.
So you'll plan a flight to go home, even for one day.
Really, for
you'll
one day?
fly home for one day on a long schedule. Yeah, so you get to go see your family, your mama.
Right.
You get to go see, whatever. Yeah, whatever you got. So it's a neat day on that schedule. You get, and then Christmas Day you might get one day. Everybody's flying home. That's it. But yeah, it does. Yeah, I look forward to that.
So that game was Sunday night. They fly back late Monday or Monday morning. Are they meeting Monday right away to talk about the game, and then they're off?
No, probably
because Tuesday's their day off in the NFL. That's in the
yeah. So you'll Sundays you play. Mondays you got to go to treatments.
Right.
Tuesdays you're off. Right. So I remember 9/11 was Tuesday because it was a day off.
Yeah.
So then if that situation, he'll give you 2 days off. So Monday, Tuesday. So you're getting home flying right from there. So sometimes we're from the game. They're leaving right to their.
They're not taking the plane back home with the team. They're saying I'm. Yeah,
they're just flying right from there. Yeah.
All right. Another elephant in the room is the injuries starting to mount up a little bit. I mean, you got.
We didn't even talk about it.
We haven't even talked. We didn't even talk about it. Not even people. You talked about Dave. You talked about it's luck. to be able to remain healthy. But we got a little bit of a problem. I'm going to say it's time to hit the panic button. But, you lose Blankenship and Bradbury.
It sounds like Bradbury would have been back.
Well, he would have been back.
So
I get
good.
it. But still. And now Avante Maddox goes out. The secondary is going to be a little depleted.
Oh, yeah. So Bradbury is going to be back
He'll
for
be
this
back,
week.
yeah.
Okay, great.
I mean, Scott Grayson said if it weren't for the short week, he probably would have played. But
he would have been cleared.
But my point is, they're getting dinged up, banged up. This is, Dave, I don't have to tell you, you played in the NFL yourself. This is.
Yeah, some of the
It's not a
depth.
joke.
So when you get some guys are paid in that defensive backfield too, so it means your backups aren't making too much. So you got to have rookies that step up that are, put them on a cheap contract and let them learn. But this is how you put your feet to the fire and you start to learn how to play. You might see some superstars emerge, but it's tough not having Maddox and Bradbury out. They're
Josh
stars.
Job got some time. He did pretty well. I know, Josh, let me ask you, do you evaluate Josh Job, how he played? I thought he played pretty well.
I thought he played well considering it's his first start in the NFL.
Right.
I mean, this guy played against top receivers when he was at Alabama.
Yeah.
So we know he's capable of it. And really the only bad play was the Addison ball that got past him. So I don't think Job's the problem. I'm way more concerned about slot corner because it's obvious to me that Mario Goodrich, everybody who's evaluated the tape from the game, Mario Goodrich is not a good enough slot corner, and Maddox is going to be out indefinitely. He's got a torn pectoral. He ain't coming back anytime soon.
What about Ricks? I mean, could they possibly put
Ricks
him
is an outside corner. He is not trained in
he's
here.
not trained in the inside.
There's only 3 guys who have trained slot for the Eagles. It's Goodrich, it's Bradbury, who is out with a concussion, and it's Justin Evans, the safety. They have nobody else. So unless Howie's making a trade in the next 9 days for somebody, we should all be concerned about slot corner because guess what? As Dave, the slot corner is not always a man position. Sometimes it's an overlapping zone. Sometimes the Eagles are running a cover 3 and a cover 4 where these guys are just filling in gaps in the defense. So what happens is if your slot corner doesn't have the awareness, okay? Dave Klemic lines up in the slot and he sees a guy who's not that good. He knows I can juke this guy out of his shoes, get open for a first down. It's not always the big play. It's the little plays. It's the 5, 10, 15 yards that get you down the field. It's the guys like, the Welkers and the Amendolas and the Edelmans in New England who chop you up and get down the field, Dave.
The most important thing with a slot corner is they know how to get through those pick plays. Those crossing routes. And
I don't know if Goodrich knows how to do that.
So we call those skinny defensive backs. They're good at being skinny because if they're a bigger guy, and they're like kind of a thicker, meatier kind of guy, you can block them real easy with a pick play. So those slot corners are usually real wiggly. We call them skinny.
And by the way, who was a slot corner at the end of his career was Deion Sanders. Right. Deion Sanders, his last couple of years, he played in Baltimore, and he played slot corner exclusively. And he was elite at it because of what you just said. He knew how to get around the picks, and he knew how to slip around and bat the ball down.
Sometimes those slot corners know how to manipulate the crossing route receiver so they hit their own receiver. Yep. It's pretty, and Deion used to do that.
All right, we're seeing people pouring in here to the Caesars Sportsbook. I see a 49ers jersey. I see a Chicago Bear. I see a Giant. They're all coming in. I even got a Cowboy. Hey, if you want tickets to the IMAX Theater, we're giving away tickets to IMAX here in the Tropicana. If you want tickets to the movie theater inside the Tropicana, come on up, and we'll hand you a pair of tickets. Come on up and see us. I want to remind people for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store. Game. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921 at Circle Liquor Stores in Summers Point, New Jersey. Hey, the Camden County Board of Commissioners want me to tell you about the Made in Jersey Festival on Saturday, September 30th. It's a celebration of all things Jersey, food, music, produce, beer, wine, spirits, and more. So come on out to Wiggins at the Wiggins Waterfront Park in Camden from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday, September 30th. Admission is free, so bring the whole family and enjoy live music from Jersey's own Living on a Bad Name and the B Street Band. The Made in Jersey Festival is presented by the Camden County Board of Commissioners and Visit South Jersey. For more info, visit madeinjerseyfest.com. That's madeinjerseyfest.com.
Billy, some of these drinks that are on this menu that I'm looking at that we're going to have to try to just promote. You got to come down here, not only for the games, not only for the food, but also you come for the beverage to have a good time. And whether you don't, they have great sodas here. But if you're looking for an alcohol beverage, look at some of these names: the MVP, the touchdown T, the quarterback, the wide receiver, line of scrimmage. They have Philly shots. I mean, just give you an idea.
I want to get that QB17. I want to try
you like
that.
Like I like the SAC 23. You ready for this? It's a 32-ounce bucket of Malibu rum, banana rum, fresh orange, and cranberry juices. I mean, you get one of them, you're done for the day.
Yesterday, we gave away a VIP booth, and Paul's here from Ocean City. He's going to get his booth, and he's got a bucket of beer coming on the house. All right. On the other side, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Dave Klemic, right here at the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL, it's an AFC playoff rematch in Week 2 as the Jaguars host the Chiefs. Hi, this is Chris Carino. Join Brian Baldier and me in Jacksonville, where the upstart Jags, led by dynamic young quarterback Trevor Lawrence, try to outduel Patrick Mahomes and the defending Super Bowl champs. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParks.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
The fun never stops at Parks Casino. Enjoy the best local bands and live entertainment at 360 inside Parks. Friday, September 22nd, get up and dance with Drop Dead Sexy. Saturday, September 23rd, Discotex takes the stage. Plus, Joe Conklin's Comedy Night every other Thursday. The fun never stops at Parks Casino. Follow on social media or parkscasino.com for complete schedule, including national headliners. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's
20
ladders,
seconds.
Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym.
10 seconds.
Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here broadcasting live inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook, getting ready for all the NFL action today. Carlin, experience the best of the NFL season at the Tropicana, Atlantic City, with the Caesars Sportsbook and multiple sports bars all under one roof. The Tropicana is the ultimate game day destination. Bring your friends, grab a beer, and cheer on your favorite teams. Now's the time to make a game plan and reserve your seats. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC. And, of course, Chickies and Pete's brought us all kind of food. I'm getting yelled at for eating.
It's hard to wait till after the show.
It's hard because you want it while it's nice and hot. Now, last night, we got some bad news that Charlie Manuel had a stroke. Do we have an update, Josh, on that?
Yeah, so the Philadelphia Phillies officially released this update. So this morning, I'm going to read a word for word from the Phillies. So this morning, the Phillies received positive update on Charlie Manuel's from his wife, Missy. Charlie has made progress over the last 12 hours, and his doctors are encouraged. The Manuel family is very appreciative for every post on social media. Charlie feels the love from the Phillies family and fans. Missy believes the incredible support is aiding in his recovery. So that's just about maybe 10 minutes ago.
Godspeed to Charlie Manuel. Everybody loves Charlie Manuel. Come on, how do you not love Charlie Manuel? We've had him on the locker room several times. What a quality guy. You had an opportunity.
I met him in Ocean City one-on-one. And there's certain people that you sit down and talk to you've never met, that you feel like you've known them your whole life immediately. And that's what Charlie just makes you feel like he's a regular guy. You would never know who he is.
All right, come on down. Come up to the table here. Come up to our table. We're giving away tickets to the IMAX Theater
for today.
For the largest screen here in South Jersey. You got to experience the IMAX Theater. If you want tickets to a movie, come on up, and Josh will give you the tickets. All right, now, during the football season, we get the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant at Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com. For takeout, call 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. It's Charlie's Bar. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru. All right, Guru. Fantasy football is. I had two guys play on Thursday night. But I'll tell you what, if you're not paying attention, Thursday night creeps up on you really quick. You gotta have your ducks in a pond and know what you're doing before Thursday night. Well, I got to be a little bit. I mean, if you look at his performance in the points that he scored, A.J. Brown only had 6.96 points. In comparison with Devontae Smith, he had 25.34 points. So he was the big scorer. Yeah, I was a little disappointed.
Brian, it's Josh. Really quick, because we're talking about the Eagles on Thursday night. One of the people who played was Jalen Hurts. And, Jalen Hurts had a slow start to the season last year, only 4 passing touchdowns in the first 5 games. Are there any guys, Jalen Hurts included, that you're either concerned or not concerned about with their slow starts out of the gate here?
Burrow, he was horrible. All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, I got a question in my lineup. So I have Joe Burrow, and you just said we talked about how he didn't play really well. My backup quarterback is Geno Smith, and he's projected to score 23 points. I know you can't put too much in the projection, but should I switch him out? Because, I mean, Burrow, do you anticipate Burrow having another lackluster performance, or do you think he's going to, improve upon what he did last couple of weeks or last week?
And I look for that game to be absolutely rocking. I think Seattle's going to have a hard time with that. But Geno Smith has weapons. Where last year that Jack Rocket, now you got Smith for that, and Joker, and those guys are just, I mean, we've got talent everywhere. But I think this team, I've got to stick with Joe Burrow. I think
all right.
Back and that's solid. The problem they did have last week is they really tried to force the ball more in the air and then getting Joe Mixon on the ground. So they got to be giving more balance for that. But I think Burrow bounces back. I think he's a strong player too.
Brian, we're here at the Caesar Sportsbook side, Tropicana in Atlantic City, and I've seen Giant fans, and here I see a Saquon Barkley, Penn State jersey
Washington.
Across the way. I want to ask you about the Giants. Are you concerned at all about the Giants' offense, or was last week just the Cowboys? Because they should have an easier matchup this week against the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, I've never been a huge Daniel Jones fan. I understand the situation the Giants are in as far as the contract and what you do. You got to have a starting quarterback and they're okay. I have Saquon Barkley. He didn't have a great fantasy week. They just looked absolutely terrible last week. They were out in there and just stomped them. I think they knew that on this week. They too, like you said, have a favorable matchup against Arizona. But I tell you what, Arizona touched me a little bit last year. They were on there, and they didn't look so bad. I thought they were going to really awful struggle. But the Giants, again, it's going to be a tough challenge. But I think this week they do rebound. If they don't win this week, they're really in trouble. But Daniel Jones should have a better week this week. We still have some injuries. Wallace still mixed up. So that's going to be a problem. They're going to have to keep Saquon. And Daniel Jones is going to have to be better. They're going to have a tough season ahead. They're a really tough division this year.
All right, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Let's give us some of your picks or players to watch this week, week 2 in the NFL.
This week, the quarterback of the Derek Carlin, Panthers, had a monster weekend. I look for him to do that again, and I love people talking Belichick will find a way to shut him down. He had so many weapons there. He had a monster week. Who's going to have another solid week? And I love Jared Goff going against Seattle. Anything, tons of weapons. There's room. Their fans are excited coming off that huge win last week. I look for them to win again next week and Goff to put up some solid numbers. At running back, I look for Rashad White against Chicago. James Conner against the soft Giants defense there. And James Cook, I think they're going to run the ball a little more today. And going against Las Vegas. At wide receiver, I went Jay Flowers. I like him going into the year as a little base round pick there. He had a solid week last week. Going against Cincinnati, I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. And I look for Flowers to have a good touchdown, maybe even a long one. Mike Evans is there. Didn't get a ton of yards last week with small volume, and as usual, he's the big red zone target down there. So whether it's Brady or now Baker Mayfield, he's getting the ball there on the goal line. So that really helps as well. And with Chicago and Calvin Murphy, man, I was high on him going into the season, and his boys showed that this year. in the city and what could be another high score on the wall. I like this kicker in Tennessee. I think that's a good matchup for Nick Folk going against the Chargers. And I like Cleveland's defense this week against Pittsburgh on Monday night. Kenny Pickett makes that struggle. Deontay Johnson's going to be out for a couple of weeks. I think they're going to struggle, and I think Cleveland's defense is going to TV this week. Those are my picks for the NFL.
All right, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. As always, we really appreciate it. And enjoy your NFL Sunday, and we'll be visiting with you next Sunday right here in the locker room with Billy Schwein on 97.3. Thanks, Brian. All right, there he is, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, is brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant at Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com or call for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. It's Charlie's Bar. I want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey.
This season, Caesar Sportsbook is offering more ways to bet than ever before, with more props, bigger same-game parlays, and play-by-play betting, all of which are available on the kiosks at Trop AC, making it the best place to bet and watch.
Hey, just about every for where you wear their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events to see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. And if you want tickets to the IMAX Theater, come on up to the our table. We have free tickets that we're giving away to the biggest screen in South Jersey.
Right.
The IMAX Theater
Three different
on the
shows
third
today.
floor.
Yep.
For more information, go to Ticketmaster.com or come on up and Josh will hand you free tickets to the IMAX Theater. All right, when we return, we'll wrap things up. You're listening to The Locker Room live from the Tropicana Caesar Sportsbook. It's Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL, it's a cross-conference heavyweight matchup from Dallas as the Cowboys host the New York Jets. Hi, this is Jerry Recco. Join Kevin Ray, Danny White, and myself for all the action as Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and the Cowboys battle it out with Quinn Williams, Sauce Gardner, and the Jets. Who will remain unbeaten? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Game 1 of our triple header.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest. Come on.
The Balls Out Block Party featuring the Cheesesteak Egg Roll Bowl is on Saturday, September 30th at Resorts Casino Hotel. Witness the world's #1 professional eater, Joey Chestnut, as he competes for glory in Resort's first ever pro eating contest. The boardwalk will be active all day with a live band, beer stein hoisting contest, football toss challenge, and fun and games with 97.3 ESPN and more. The event is free, so head to the boardwalk and beach from 11:30 to 5:30 on Saturday, September 30th. Resorts Casino Hotel, one of a kind.
Looking for a new career? Want to learn more about area businesses and shopping local? Then visit the free Cumberland County Business Expo and Job Fair Thursday, September 21st. More than 100 area businesses and organizations will be on hand to discuss their products, services, and special offers. Some will tell you about job positions they're filling. Stop by and you'll be entered into a free drawing for great prizes. The grand prize is an electric bike, and there are lots of other wonderful door prizes to give away. These prizes are sponsored by South Jersey
30
Motor
seconds.
Industry Service and Atlantic City Electric. Enjoy food trucks, exhibitor giveaways, and much more. Free admission from 4 to 7 p.m. on Thursday, September 21st at the Cumberland County Technical Education Center, 3400 College Drive in Vineland. This event
15 seconds, headsets on.
Millville and Vineland Chambers of Commerce, working together for a stronger Cumberland County economy. For more info
10
about
seconds.
the event, go to cumberlandexpo.com. That's cumberlandexpo.com. Co-sponsors of this event are PS
Coming back.
and Town Square Media.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook. We're giving away free tickets for today's IMAX Theater. Come on up. We already gave out a pair of tickets to Will from South Philly.
He's here in the house.
He's excited about that. Come on up. If you want tickets to the IMAX Theater, come on up, and Josh will give you free tickets to the IMAX Theater.
Will said, "What a great day! I'm going to watch football all day. I'm going to have dinner here at Tropicana, and then I'm going to the movies." Woo! So that is the quarterback.
That's QB 17.
QB 17, and you better like tequila because you got the drink.
That's the top shelf, right?
Top shelf. Think about it. All the drinks are top shelf. You want bourbon? It's by Bullet. You want a vodka? It's Kettle One. You want rum? It's Picard. It's one after another. All the drinks are great. So Billy, you got that.
What do you?
I actually have the sack. It's called the sack attack.
Look how big that is.
This is the bucket, and this is Malibu rum, banana rum, fresh orange, and cranberry juice. And I think me and Josh are going to down that right after the show is over.
Hey, experience the best of the NFL season at the Tropicana in Atlantic City with the Caesars Sportsbook and multiple sports bars under one roof. Tropicana is the ultimate game day destination. Bring your friends, grab a beer, and cheer on your favorite teams. Now's the time to make the game plan and reserve your seats. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC. And, of course, yesterday we gave tickets away for a VIP booth, plus a bucket of beer for free, and Paul won from Ocean City.
That's perfect.
All right.
Loyal listener.
Dave Klemic, let's get you back in here, talk a little football. You know who I was really impressed with and who I've been really impressed with? Who doesn't get enough credit? How about Jake Elliott, the field goal kicker? Kicks a 61-yarder.
So my brother-in-law was a
game.
kicker for the Atlanta Falcons back in the 2005 time. He was an All-American in college. And I said, you know, I text him immediately, or I watched a lot of games with him, like, how good is Jake Elliott? And he goes, he watches him warm up a lot of times because he's got season tickets.
Sure.
And he's like, he's out there like 67 yards with room hitting through. So at 61, that's well within his range without minus the wind or something like that. And at altitude, he can hit 70.
Now, yesterday, Mike Carlin on the program, we had former NFL punter, longtime NFL veteran, 22 years in the league, who's got just a list of achievements and awards. He's two-time Super Bowl winning punter. We were talking about Sippis with him, but one thing about Sippis, I mean, he didn't really have that great of a game punting. And, of course, he's been in the doghouse with the Eagles. He was cut.
We talked about it all summer.
Right, we talked about it all summer. He only averaged 37 yards. That's not good for an NFL punter, is it?
Only depends where you're kicking it from. So that's a weird stat, just the straight length of the kick, because sometimes you got to kick past the 50-yard line.
But his long was only 44. So you're saying so it could be misleading because he could be right. I get it.
Eventually, as the season goes on, it'll make more sense.
Okay.
But with not a lot of sample size, you might have to kick one because you're just out of field goal range. So you're trying to float one up and not let a return happen.
We talked to Landetta yesterday. He was talking about consistency, being consistent. He doesn't want one punt like 65 yards, another punt 37, 244 or whatever. They want consistency.
That's something you got to clean up. I truly believe. I can't believe of all the major colleges, the guys come out and they all
can't find a punter.
You can't find one guy.
So I think that's because there's no special teams coach that teaches punting in college. They can't afford that. That's too much. In the NFL, they have a punting coach that's grooming and fixing the nuances of the punt. You don't have that in any college. So that I know of.
Let's talk a little bit real quick. We got a few minutes left in the show. We got to talk about Deion Sanders and the job that he's doing out there in Colorado. I mean, last night was a late game. I think the kickoff was at 10:10. I fell asleep, but then I woke. I had to get up and go to bed,
like 2:30,
and I couldn't turn it off. It was that competitive, and it was that exciting. I couldn't go back to sleep.
Jay Norvell of Colorado State deserves a lot of credit
Sure
because they ran an attacking offense that put them in position to compete. And then Shedeur Sanders blew up at the end of the game with 3 touchdowns in the final 2 quarters and overtime. So
great game. Deion Sanders really turned that program around. It's fun to see.
Shows how fast you can do it quick.
All right, guys, how about that? Is that the fastest 2 hours in radio? Unbelievable. Come on down to the Tropicana. Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana is the place to be today. They got a whole bevy of games. Come on down. Thanks, Dave Klemic. As always, we appreciate you, brother. Thanks to Mike Carlin, Tommy Greene, Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, and, of course, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Enjoy the NFL today. Come on down to the Tropicana, Caesar Sports.
10 seconds.
We'll be here, and we'll see you next week right here on 97.3 ESPN.
the preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
This